I never really had a true home and know what that home feels like. The place where you go for like warmth and comfort, security. I never know like when I might be on the move again.
At just 21 years old, Kush'i Abraham has overcome more obstacles than most people face in a lifetime.
My early years of like growing up, I lived with my mom. We couldn't pay the rent. Bad relationships with landlords, getting kicked out, having to go to homeless shelters. We was never in one specific place for like more than 2 years.
When you've grown up like Kush has, and he's lived some things that a lot of us could never really fathom, you just learn survival techniques.
By the 7th grade, Kush'i was already balancing school and a part-time job, often walking several miles and taking solo bus rides just to afford basic needs.
I was buying my own groceries, cooking my own food, things like that to make sure I didn't have to rely on others. I knew if I was to mimic the actions of the others around me, I would end up in jail or expelled from school. I didn't want to be another statistic. I wanted to do something greater.
It takes a lot for a kid to go through that type of circumstance and challenge and to overcome. I mean, he was not the most athletic kid, or he wasn't always a star. He was a hard worker, blue-collar guy, was just gonna outwork you.
Kush'i focused on football and maintaining his 4.1 GPA. Then in 2020, COVID hit, and life got significantly harder.
COVID most definitely was one of the most difficult times in my life. With school being shut down, no football season at that point. Life at home during that time, it was really rough. We had just got evicted from an apartment complex. I made the decision to stay in the car because I felt like that was the best place for me to stay sane.
We started noticing that sometimes Kush was sleeping at the school. And then I found out that he was homeless, and that was difficult as a coach to see. But immediately we started working on resources to kind of help support Kush and to help him through that situation.
The Withrow community stepped up. Kush'i stayed with several families, including the Fredericks. On the field, regional colleges started taking notice, and then he was spotted by a Navy assistant coach.
His huddle film came across my Twitter feed and was like, man, this dude's flying around and smacking people, and within 48 hours, I was in Kush's high school talking to him.
I was still kind of skeptical about the school, a lot of discipline and very rigorous academics. I love school, but the school here most definitely is tough, and that kind of shied me away a little bit.
It took a while for me to gain his trust, I'll be honest with you. He did not choose to come to the Naval Academy until after signing day.
I told Kush immediately that this was a life-changing situation. This would be able to take him down a pathway of things that he couldn't even dream or imagine. And I think he's satisfied with the decision he made.
Now in his sophomore year studying quantitative economics at the Naval Academy, Kush'i is thriving and is part of a brotherhood stronger than he's ever known.
Kush has everybody on his team, everybody on the staff to look to call his family. So I think that's something he values a lot.
To see him grow and to see him go after his dream, knowing he's in a safe place, that has contributed to his sense of happiness. There's more smiles now because that stress is gone.
In this realm of coaching, you get a lot of kids that you impact their lives. And to see one that listened and took advantage of that opportunity, it's really satisfying to see. And so, very proud.
Anything is truly possible. If you commit to it, one day it will come to light. The hard work is worth it. The hard times is worth it. There's nothing really amounts like the joy you have once you achieve something.